in my hair and these little boneless braids. Child, and now they just slipping and sliding all over my head. One that came out this morning like slip and slide records. Baby, I ain't got time to be chasing. Okay. Period. So, uh, shout out to that. Y'all hold on. Scoot up. Get comfortable. Hold on. Save your comments for the end. Save your comments for the end, my friend. And yes, I'm late. My bad. But this emotion party, you cannot get in. This emotion party, you cannot get in. Yeah, I know what I was just thinking something. I was telling my baby recently, like my child, I don't want a big house. Nah, truth is, I don't ever want a big house. Like they can have it. Yeah, nah, truth is, they can have it. Tell y'all what I want, right? And I just don't. It's unnecessary. Yeah, nah, truth is, it's gonna be unnecessary. Ugh, I said, ugh. But anyway, what else is going on though? What else was I finna tell y'all? Oh yeah, like man, my hair just annoyed me just a little bit, not too much, cause I'm used to it. But like no, like um, man, it just is what it is. Like I ain't mad at it, cause like I said, I'm starting to get used to it. But like, it's crazy though, cause child, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. I don't even feel like telling it. Truth is. But anyway, hey, Papa Stars, happy Monday. It's your girl, Shay Renee, and I want to welcome everybody back to my channel. Back to my channel, back to a new show, and back to a new week. Oh my God, let's get it. Okay, so as most of y'all make sure y'all scoot up, get comfortable, hit the like button. I don't think this is gonna be a very lengthy live. No, I think I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Actually, like I said, I was going to just take the day out because I just had a lot going on this morning. But as I jumped online and I see, some of what's going on, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do my thing today. It is what it is. Let tomorrow take care of tomorrow, child. So it just is what it is. Hey y'all, good morning. But anyway, hey y'all, good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, what's up with y'all? I hope everybody is good. I'm just ready for the day. I'm all right. I'm doing really, really good. Uh, I really don't have no complaints this morning. You know what I'm saying? Besides, my hair, like my hair's been annoying a little bit, but it's all good, child. Trust me, it is. It is. It's all good. Um, what's going on, child? This week gonna be a really good week. Yeah. Say yeah. No, truth is, this week is gonna be a really, really good week. I'm claiming it. Yes, child. You gotta claim it. Like a lottery ticket. Now I don't know what's going on in the world like that. Like y'all for real because uh lately, I don't know, I know I'm still here, there, everywhere to get the tea. Period. So it's hard to miss me. But I just feel like it's a lot going on as far as it just, oh, have you ever just zoomed, like tuned in on like, you be like, man, what's going on? Like it's a lot, that you ain't been paying attention to. Da, 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 da. I noticed that it's something going on between two different communities. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, no, truth is, I can't talk about it that much. You know what I'm saying? On here, I know. It just is what it is. Yeah, no, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Because I used to complain, but like now I don't really care. Like it is what it is. Who cares? That's just the way it is. Um, just like the older generation used to say, get or get off the pot. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like I don't know. The older I get, the less I care. And I truth is. So shout out to you. But like something is going on. But like people said, if y'all don't need this, and let me tell y'all, let me just tell y'all without like getting into details and yeah, like blowing up my spot. You see, because I don't got time for all of that. So scoot up, get comfortable, hit the like button. Period. Because like I said, this probably ain't gonna be no real leaky live, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Truth is, I'm just going with the flow because like it's the summertime, right? And oh Lord, that's another thing. Like, okay, never mind. I know it's just so many things going on in his head. So I decided it's data, but all I can say is like, listen, go where you're appreciated, okay? And stay where you're valued. Like I don't, like that's it. Yeah, no, that's it. Like Vanessa said, I don't really know what else to tell people. I don't. Um, I just don't. I just feel like with certain situations, people's back. backs can be up against the ropes, so to speak. And when it's like that, you gotta just use your best judgment. You know what I'm saying? So to speak. I would say. You know what I'm saying? I would say that. Period. Because, we've had these conversations over and over again, like Nelly said. And, like, at the end of the day, I just, I don't know. I just be over it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain. I'm just over it. But I will say this. I tell y'all all the time, like, I am big on customer service. I'm so big on customer service. I don't care how good your product is. If your customer service is flawed, I'm never coming back. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Now, I will say this though. Sometimes we do have to move with discernment and stuff like that, right? Because sometimes you can go in a place of business and deal with a complete donkey. You know what I'm saying? Just a complete donkey. And but you got to remember that that's not their business. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You spending your money there might benefit them, but sometimes you just gotta remember that, like, this donkey, you know what I'm saying, don't own nothing. It is what it is. So you have that. But also too, like, I'm just not I'm listen, I am not big on that. Like, I'm big on customer service. So the way you act, how you talk, the way you treat me, you know what I'm saying, is basically gonna, like, that's gonna solidify whether we doing business again or not. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So, like, yeah, um, I don't know. I mean, that's just how I do things, y'all. I can't really tell anybody else how they decide to do things, you know what I'm saying, when they're treated uh poorly, you know. But, like, I just, it is what it is. I'm not fooling around. Truth is, I'm not fooling around. Truth is, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I left. Like, because one thing we not gonna do, we not gonna play no games. You know what I'm saying? Nah, the truth is, like, I'm not playing no games when it comes to, like, I don't know, like, you know, um, good business. Let me say that. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like, yeah, nah, we play no games when it comes to good business. Yeah, nah, truth is. That's just how I feel about it. So I don't know who need to hear that. But, like, that's how I feel about everything going on. You know. And yeah, I don't know who need to hear that. Ooh, child, but anyway. And so what else is going on? Cause, like, yeah, no, I'm not finna do all of that with you. I don't have time for that. I don't have time or energy for all of these think pieces that these people are coming with. Yeah, nah, I just, I don't want to think about it that hard. Anyway, so I went my ass to the grocery store yesterday, and I forgot that I needed. What did I go to the grocery store yesterday? I did not go to the grocery store yesterday. I did. But I went to the grocery store recently, and I freaking forgot that I need. What did I need? I needed something from the grocery store. Damn, I was gonna say what it was too. I done forgot. So whatever. Whatever, like Julie be saying. Shout out to LaQuanta. Whatever. But child, this emotion party you cannot get in. I forgot what I was trying to tell y'all. Yeah, but it's like, what? Like, I don't know, y'all, but I'm just telling y'all, like, I'm not spending my money nowhere where you acting all crazy and stuff like that. And I take it a step further. I might, you know what I'm saying? I just might. It really depends on. No, truth is, I'm not. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Truth is, I'm gone. But I'll take it a step further, just be careful. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Be careful with me because I definitely will like figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Elsewhere. It is what it is. I will definitely figure get it figured out. It just is what it is. So shout out to that. Um Yeah, no, truth is, remind you, I'm the same person that left the whole hair beauty industry in the dust. I sure did. I left it in the dust, okay? Because no, it's like the customer service has went down completely. So I'm out, I'm just out. Right after that, And so like, yeah, it is what it is. Um, Go where you're appreciated. Spend that bread for your value. Okay, it just is what it is. Other than that, let it hold value in your account, in your own account. You know what I'm saying? Keep it. It is what it is. Keep it. Shit, you're gonna need it. It is what it is. I can guarantee you one day you're gonna need it or you're gonna want it. Shit, it just is what it is. So shout out to that. Like, you gotta know when to hold, keep your money. You see? Um, so shout out to that. But like, no, it's something going on, dog. You know what I'm saying? A little something, something. But like, I don't know what to say, y'all. Truth is, cause like, it's so much going on. But I will say this. I want to say this. Congratulations to Dr. Umar because Dr. Umar opened up his school. Child, yeah. Truth is, the same school that they thought wasn't gonna never open. Shit, I ain't gonna even lie. I thought it wasn't never coming. I sure did. I thought it wasn't gonna never, you know. uh, sure did. This is the most important you cannot get in. But anyway, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. It's your girl Shay Renee, and I want to welcome everybody back to my channel, back to a new show, and back to a new week. I wasn't sure if I had put that out there just yet or whatnot, whatnot. But again, congratulations to Dr. Umar who, you know what I'm saying, open up his ooh. I said, I know that's right. Congratulations to him. Oh, yeah, I said, I have somebody called Juvenile. Man, I know Juvenile been outside lately. Somebody called him up. Tell Juvenile, Juvie, you might need to get here. I don't know what you need to do, but you might need to get to the internet ASAP because, like, Akbar B trying to take your job. Yeah, nah, Akbar B trying to set it off in this motherfucker. Yeah. Uh, she's trying to get it beyond 400. That boy be trying to go a little higher than 400 degrees, y'all. Mm-mm. Now I will say that. Now, this is what I loved about it. Y'all, let's talk about it. So, piggybacking off of last week, I told y'all, I said, listen, Akbar is an independent artist. She just don't get you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, mm, mm, mm. I cannot think of the word I'm looking for. But it's mm, mm, mm. I cannot think of the word, y'all, but you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like where the people can see you and hear you. She don't get that like that. This is my support you because I get in you. So sorry for that boy. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. She independent, you know. And I was telling y'all last week that indie artists, they just don't get the same the same word again. Mm. I didn't think of what I'm looking for. I had to plug it in. It sounded like a charger, but I just cannot think of. But independent artists are so slept on. You know, it's it what it is. Um, and I feel like the labels, you know, they do their thing. You know what I'm saying? They to me, they do a really good job of making somebody not want to be independent like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the independent artists be having slow motion, right? Versus the sign people look like, you know, they at the motion party. Shit, it is what it is. You know, it look like everything and it, you know, it's just popping. Hold on, y'all. So anyway, I was telling y'all, you know, it's kind of hard for an independent artist to get shine like that. You know, get noticed, get seen. So, with that being said, I'm here for this dust. You know what I'm saying? The Akbar V is kicking up around her career. You know, it just is what it is. Shoot. Because it's like other man, listen, it's hard to explain. But it's like, nah, other than that, you a sitting duck. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you're like a sitting duck with your hands tied. You know, so last week, I was telling y'all that first of all, let me just tell y'all this. That and y'all make sure y'all scoot up, get comfortable. Matter of fact, y'all hold on. I'm gonna put y'all on recall real quick. Y'all know how to this. I got to. Give me 1 second. We talking Aqua B or Cardi B when I get back. Hold on. I know one thing. I'm pretty and I'm petty as fuck. mm, mm. So shout out to that. Hold on. I hate when a bitch thinks she cute because she dark skinned. um, child. Oh, yeah, I was here for it. So shout out to that. Like I'm just let me tell y'all something. Yo, scoot up, get comfortable, hit the like button. I'm in the building. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Okay, so you see, so this is the thing. Last week, right, I was encouraging Akbar V to just do the old school thing and get on all the hottest beats. Yeah, yeah, the hottest, all the hottest and the latest beats. Like for instance, Akbar V need to cover that just a little baby mama drama. Mm-hmm. Truth is, she need to get on that. I know she already did one of Drake things. She might even already covered one of Lotto songs, but like that is what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for it. I told Akbar B keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your shit. Because it is what it is. Other than that, you know, again, as an independent artist, you just sitting around twiddling your damn thumbs. You know, like nothing is really happening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now it is what it is. Like, I mean, listen, even if it comes down to the point, I mean, down to the fact that you feel like you got to get on your, uh, damn, what's it called? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, hold on, I'm trying to think of what I'm thinking about. Your, hold on, y'all. It's gonna come to me what I was thinking about. Hold on. Yeah, your mixtape. Even if you gotta get back on your mixtape shit, it just is what it is, you know? For real, cause somebody said, they've been, first of all, when people say name some songs of an artist or bow, you gone. Um, I don't be wanting to be gone. Yeah, no, truth is, I do not be wanting to be gone. And y'all know me, I like to know some shit. It is what it is. I want to get up out of here knowing some things. Yeah, nah, I'm not no dummy. It is what it is. Shout out to that. Oh, shout out to that. Ooh, cause I could have been. Oh, I could have been. But anyway, um, and so like even if she gotta get on her mixtape shit, it is what it is because I'm like, listen, now this is the thing. I'm like striking wise high at boy. You know what I'm saying? She ain't doing no tripping. To me, she not doing no tripping. And so anyway, like, yeah, when y'all say it though, I be like kind of annoyed with myself that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because like yesterday in the comments, somebody gonna say, name a half of an Akbar B song. You know what I'm saying? Or we gone. And I said, Fiji water. Period. Fiji water. Fiji water. You see? And I mean, it just is what it is. And had she not dropped that, then I wouldn't have been able to name nothing. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, no, nothing. Even though she do got that one song where she be saying bye bye if you wanna go if you wanna go bye bye. But that's the thing though, Akbar been rapping for a while, but um if you just listen to, cause see, this is the thing. Half of the internet be hating, half of the internet gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And so like if you just listen to some of the stuff that they be saying, sometimes they do be telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? And like Agua has been rapping for a long time, but when you listen to some of the comments that these people are making, to me, it's letting Agua know that it's all good. What she don't have no reason to be mad. She just need to keep working. You know what I'm saying? That to me, that's what the comments are solidifying. She just got to keep swinging her child. So all of that people feeling like they don't know no Agua B songs, that's fine. Agua B need to make some songs that people know. It just is what it is. Now I know Akbar, she gonna say, bitch, I got a catalog. You know what I'm saying? She gonna bring up all her songs for Akbar. That's okay. Keep going. Make more. Are you done? Well, okay then. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Cause all the people are telling you is you just got more work to do. And I'm not mad at it. I am here for it. And I was telling y'all that shit, like literally for the past 2 weeks. Yeah, now the truth is, because for the past 2 weeks, Akbar B been just kicking up dust and making herself a priority. Shoot, out here, it just is what it is, which I'm not mad at. Like I said, I'm here for it. Why not? It just is what it is. Because like listen, like I was just telling y'all, as an independent artist, you're gonna either roll with it or you're gonna get rolled over. You know what I'm saying? And when I say it is the industry, you know. And so I'm watching Agbar, and she's getting me excited. It is what it is. Yeah, truth is, she getting me excited because, like I said, this is an independent artist. You know what I'm saying? Kicking up all this dust. Yeah, blowing out all this smoke. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just here for it because you know come on now. As we all know, don't no independent artists get no type of shine for real. They don't. It be so, stuff be so quiet for them. You know? So I'm just here for, this independent artist making some noise for herself. Shoot, I'm like, gone, act boy. And while I'm on the topic, shit. I tell y'all all the time, there's a blueprint for everything. Well, let me find out. You see, Akbar B is finding her own little blueprint, and to me, what that is, she's using these people for promo. So shout out to her and shout out to that. You know, shoot. It is what it is. Um, to me, Akbar is trying to like. It looks like okay. I'm not saying it like it's actual or factual because I don't know Akbar, but it looks like she trying to. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, just get her brand going. Shit, get her brand going, and I'm here for it. Now we'll say this. You know, rapping on everybody's beat and dissing them is two different things though. You know what I'm saying? And I just gotta make that clear. I was telling Akbar to keep getting on these beats. Akbar wants to diss the people too. And I tell y'all all the time, when it comes to beefing and drama and fighting and getting into it with people, you just don't have no control over how they do, when they do, how they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And Cardi and Akbar don't really like each other. It is what it is. They don't like each other. I already told y'all that. I told y'all last week that I think Cardi B might have had Akbar touched. Yeah, who song was that? And let it touch. Yeah, Marion, shout out to that. Yeah, now listen, I can't deny. I mean, I can't confirm it. Yeah, so I'm not gonna say it like it's actual and factual, but I definitely think Cardi B, you know what I'm saying, had something to do with Akbar B getting her issue when she was in New York. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But I can't confirm that. So it's alleged. It's not, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, with that being said, like people can't tell you how to beef with people that you beefing with. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I just feel like there's a real beef between them two, and I feel like they don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So Akbar got on Cardi B's pretty petty and pretty and petty. And she did good. She did good to me. Do I think she could have did a little better? Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. But I think she did really good. See, this is the thing, though, y'all. This is the thing. Cause hold on. It was another song. Oh, yeah. That's what it was. Come on, memory. And shout out to South Walker. But let me just say this: South Walker got a new song out right now. Okay, hit the like button. And I was saying about South Song, I said it's okay, but it could have been better. It sounded like something he made overnight. You know what I'm saying? And y'all with this overnight music, yeah, now it's I don't know what to say about that. Y'all think y'all really that good? Y'all might be really that good. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, we looking for y'all to be great. You know? Yeah. So I don't know how I feel about it. It just is what it is. This is the thing. If you go in the studio and you make a song overnight, then just know it's gonna sound like that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's going to sound like that. So anyway, Boy V did her thing though. She sounded, you know what I'm saying? She sounded okay. But the thing is, Akbar can rap. So shout out to her and shout out to that. Akbar can really rap, you know, and she really has a pen. Hold on. So anyway, for weeks though, Akbar been like just calling people out, you know what I'm saying, on their own beats and stuff like that. And they people always been saying, oh, how embarrassing, nobody responds. She just talking to herself, she talking to herself. But yesterday Cardi B responded. Uh yeah, now truth is. And Akbar V got a comment and said, I thought y'all said nobody ever responds to me. Y'all have a good day. You know what I'm saying? And I was so here for that. I was like, go on, Akbar, pop it. Man, you better pop your ish. Because they do. You know what I'm saying? They be saying that. But Cardi B did respond. And Cardi B basically was like, girl, don't nobody give a F about you. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what she said. She said, girl, don't nobody give a F about you. This is the thing now with Cardi. I hate that Cardi isn't like a rapper like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Cardi B, she a rapper, but like, man, it's hard to explain. But let me go ahead and explain this because I need to. Like, I just feel like I don't know. I just like it's like honestly, I feel like if Cardi B was a rapper like that, she might would respond. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, no, truth is, but I feel like when you don't rap like that and you gotta pay somebody, you know what I'm saying, to put stuff together for you all the time, it's like, you know, I don't know, I can't explain it, but even with the beer thing, right? Even with the beer thing, the fact that Cardi B doesn't rap for real, well, hold on, she don't write. It just seems like we don't ever really get no. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but like it's like the response don't come till a long time if that makes sense, you know. Because honestly, I think if Cardi B was like, I think if she wrote her rhymes and stuff like that, I do think she would probably respond to Akbar. But it is what it is. She said Akbar V gets nothing. You know what I'm saying? She basically said she gonna pay her dust. And she told Akbar she gotta let that hate go. You know what I'm saying? She told Akbar she gotta let the hurt go. Um, but I'm here for it. I'm here for Akbar V. Um, as an independent artist, you know what I'm saying? Just turning herself up a little more. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is because this is the thing, man. I can't explain it. It's really hard to explain. But when you don't have backing, it's hard to put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now truth is, let's talk about it. It just is, you know? And so like as, as someone who's like, you know, independent, right? And self-made, you know, and I don't have no agent and all of this stuff pushing me, right, or backing me. Like I'm so here for what Akbar got going. It don't make no sense for real. Like we could throw her a fucking party tomorrow. No, we could throw her a party this over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how excited I am. You know what I'm saying? For her to be you know, making noise. Especially in this way. Cause remind you, people is always talking about, oh, she always got this going on and that going on, and it's never about the music. Well, this time it's about the music. Yeah, now truth is they can't say she arguing with this one, she arguing with that one, and the music is just on the back burner. No, she actually got the music on the forefront now. You know what I'm saying? And it don't even matter if she arguing throughout the music. Let her. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is because you know, um, the truth is, uh, you either want this or you don't. You know, that's the truth. You either want this or you don't. And I take it a step further because y'all know that's what I do and that's what I love to do. When I very first started this, I had something that I used to call a cloud waster. Okay. And Akbar V used to be on that list. Yeah, no, truth is, she used to be on that list. But then I had a cloud wasting list. And let me tell y'all what that means. That means people that have clout that don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? They just blowing it like a candle. And so I had formed that list. Child had so many names on it, it wasn't even funny. Yeah, no, truth is. Uh and but I was giving people the opportunity to work their way off of it. And Akbar V was actually one of those people. Ain't that crazy, y'all? That is so crazy. So this is kind of like a full circle moment what I'm saying, but it just is what it is, y'all. The truth is she worked herself off of that list. But the truth is you have a lot of people who have clout, but they don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like it's they can be wasteful. You know what I'm saying? In a sense. It just is what it is. And so like I just said, when it comes to this rap stuff, like truth is, I think Agbar B is one of those people where if she wanted to, she could just be like, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like chill. You know what I'm saying? Like just I don't know, it's hard to explain. But it's like any other person that got a little, little cloud, little stardom, whatever you want to call it, right? And then they just be chilling. You know what I'm saying? They never really necessarily did it big, but you know, um, they're okay now. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? It's crazy because who pops up in my head when I say that somebody like Slim Thug. You know what I'm saying? Slim Thug puts me in that mind frame of what I just said. You know what I'm saying? Slim Thug is somebody that did okay in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And seems to be doing okay in life right now. You know, um, Agbar V, she could be one of them people if she wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like she wants a little bit more. It seems like she actually wants, um, to do more. You know what I'm saying? As far as her rap career goes. And so if that's the case, shout out to her. Shout out to that. Feel like, um, I feel like, um, she's doing it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I feel like she's doing something. Shit, yeah, now let's talk about it. Something is gonna be a little better than nothing, at all. Period. So, shout out to her though, and shout out to that because other than that, name me one other independent artist that's like, you know, like for real, being seen like this and heard like this. It's the only one, Sauce Walker. Only one that I could think of. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is just like, shit. Uh, I like it like that. Period. It's just slow motion for everybody else. It is what it is. So like, yeah, that's what I'm here for. Shout out to everyone. Shoot. Period. Sometimes it's not gonna always be pretty. When you gotta get something done. It just is what it is. However she had to do it, um, you know what I'm saying? She is doing it, and like I said, shout out to her and shout out to that because like, man, other than that, these people be cloud they can easily be cloud wasters. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Yeah, I'm back on that. Um And I don't care what nobody say. To me, a cloud waster is worse than a cloud chaser. Yeah, now truth is somebody that don't know what to do with is just a little bit worse. I'd rather see somebody trying to get it and do something with it than somebody who got it and just like, don't know what to do with it. Because when I think of a cloud waster, y'all know who popped up in my head today as I was talking? Tokyo Tony. Yeah, no, truth is Tokyo Tony. And it's crazy because I don't think I ever put Tokyo Tony on my cloud wasting list, but actually, I do think Tokyo Tony is a cloud waster in a sense. It just depends on who you asking and stuff like that. And yeah, I do think that Tokyo has a platform that she doesn't necessarily know what to do with. Now, I have seen her in action. You know what I'm saying? We all have. We didn't see her do certain stuff, but I don't know. It just seems like from an outsider's perspective, that she should be a little bit further than that. Further than where she um you know this is what it is. Because by now, Tucker Tony should at least let me tell you what let me tell you what I think. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was on Tokyo Tony's team, um, yeah, no, truth is that was true. I'll be able to handle it over here with me. So shout out to that. But like no, if I was on Tokyo Tony's team, Tokyo Tony would at least have a damn lipstick. I mean, let's talk about it. I mean, that's just common sense. She'll have a damn lipstick that she sells. She would have a lash, an eyelash that she sells. Absolutely. Those two things. And possibly, like a little food, some type of food thing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. Cause y'all know how she like to give back and feed the unhoused and stuff like that, which is I like that. I like that. I do. I like that. But yeah, she been already had a little spot that she do that out of, and whatnot. She wouldn't be doing it out the trunk of her car still. Um, if I was over there with Tokyo, truth is, it just is what it is. I mean, let's do something. Let's do something. To help pay these bills, Tokyo. It just is what it is. But like no, ultimately, I think people be wasting. So they do. They be wasting their clout and don't know what to do with it. So shout out to Akbar V for like just shaking the table. You know what I'm saying? Getting some moving parts going around her name. I like that. And I take it a step further. Akbar really don't even got to do all that too. That's another thing. She don't really got to do all of that. Akbar really do have, you know what I'm saying, clout and stuff like that. So like, I mean, she has, in other words, I'm saying she has access to the blogs. She has access to the media. You know what I'm saying? She don't necessarily gotta do what she doing, how she doing it. I guess she just wants to. I seen Hitmaker had jumped in her comments and was asking her, "Why you doing all of this?" You know what I'm saying? And she was like, something about like to get their attention or to get a beat from him or something to that sort. um and like I was saying, to me, that's the only, I don't know, like I see a lot of people got issues with what Akbar got going on, and I think that's the only issue. You know what I'm saying? The fact that she dissing people. That's not necessarily an issue for me, but it's an issue for others. I see. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm just like do it however you want to do it. Yeah, now truth is, because I don't really have no problem with her dissing nobody. If she want to diss people, let her diss people. You know, it is what it is. What I'm saying is just stay on the beats. Now it just is what it is. Stay on that. Now ride that ass. Truth is that like yeah, get on that. Stay on that. You know, because I feel like that is uh mm, mm, mm. It works. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It works. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? Um, so like, yeah, do that. Excuse me, do that and apply pressure and like build your career. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Wayne did it. You know, it was successful. So shout out to that. You know, and I just feel like do it. I mean, it's um. I just feel like it's a lane for it. It's an opening. Ain't nobody else doing it. You know what I'm saying? Akbar B can really rap. Why not? You know, I'm just here for it. It is what it is. Hello. I mean, I got a show segment called Rap Girls. They should tell you everything, you know what I'm saying, you need to know. Like I'm here for the rap girls, boosting up their careers and he kinda sure I hit the like, but getting their money, you know. It is what it is. And like I said, other than that, because Aqua is independent, how else is she gonna put herself in front of the people for real, And I'm like, well, shit, this is a damn good wife. You know what I'm saying? This is a damn good wife. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Keep it, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm here for it. I would tell her to keep it up, keep going. Now, if she wanted these people in the midst of it, then that's her to do. You know what I'm saying? But for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling her to stay on the gas. You know what I'm saying? As far as like what's hot, what's trending. Yeah, now get all over that. Yeah, now just I mean all over it. It just is what it is. Um, because I could see her doing something with that. Mm, truth is, I could definitely see her doing something with that. And I'll take it a step further. Like, yeah, that's just good. It is what it is. That would be real good for April. She really did stick to that. You know what I'm saying? Um, and not to mention, like I was saying, and make her some bops. She need to make her some bops along the way, because it is what it is. Like I have songs that are my favorites. Some of my favorite songs, from a mixtape, from mixtapes. You know, it just is what it is. Mixtape vibes too. You know, because I'm gonna tell you like this: if she keeps it up, like I could see her being invited to some of these shows. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. It is what it is. As an independent artist too. Yeah, now let's talk about it. Um, shit. Hmm. So anyway, shout out to her. Shout out to her. Shout out to that. Y'all let me know if y'all think Akbar B is tripping or not. Y'all already know. Y'all already know how I feel about it. So It is what it is. I already told y'all how I feel about it. Replay gang out. Get in the building. Um, and let me know what y'all think about everything I said thus far. Okay. But anyway, shout out to Akbar P. You know what I'm saying? Who just put her name out there? It is what it is. I'm so here for it. Now, I will say this though. Um, a part of me is like, I don't know, like a part of me is just like, I don't know, y'all, but it just seems like I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching. You know how you think you might be reaching, so you just be like, never mind. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah, y'all know I'm gonna keep it real with myself first and y'all second. So it is what it is. Let me go ahead and say this. But I really don't think it. Hold on, let me just say it first. So this is what I was thinking. I was like, but one thing I can say is it seems like somebody that rock with Nicki Minaj is always online, like popping it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And not necessarily popping it for Nicki, just popping it, you know? And so I feel like it was Tasha, right? But Tasha is like, I don't know. Tasha doing whatever she got going on right now. Tasha is, I guess you could kind of say she transitioned into something. I don't know what Tasha I want. That's another thing. Shout out to Tasha too, because I wonder how things is going for her right now. Like, oh my God, like, oh my God, Tasha. Shout out to Tasha, but I just hope these people don't just change her too much. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Child, but we gotta wait and see. We just gotta wait and see. Because we don't know. Maybe they like her like she is and they're gonna let her stay like she is a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But we already know it's gonna be a change is gonna come. It's just how dramatic or whatever, whatever. We don't know though. We don't know. But anyway, it was Tasha. But see now, see like Tasha chilling now. It's like Akbar on the internet turning up. Like I don't know if that's like I don't know if there's any correlation with that or you know what I'm saying. Like I don't know. It was just something that was noted. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, y'all. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Akbar, and not just Akbar. Shout out to all the rest of the rap girls. You know what I'm saying? Listen, girls, we know. You know, being a woman is not always easy. Okay, it's not. You know what I'm saying? But truth is, we got this. Okay, shout out to that. We got this. Wrapped. Now, anyway, there's been a lot of commotion about Lotto and Cardi B, you know what I'm saying, online too. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, shout out to all of the rap girls. You know, like I was saying, it's going to be really, really interesting to see how all of that plays out with Lotto and Cardi B. Now I will say this. Y'all know I love doing predictions, but I'm not gonna do a prediction on this one because nah, I don't really feel it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. I wouldn't be surprised if it's on like Donkey Kong between Cardi and Nato now. You know what I'm saying? I would not be surprised. Now, hold on. I will say this though. I also think, right, that I think that they like each other. So I think that they could possibly let this rock. Okay, it is what it is. I think they could possibly let it rock, but I don't know. It's just something about. The way Cardi B put herself out there, that makes me feel like we this might not be the end of that. You know what I'm saying? So when I say I don't have a prediction, but I'm saying I would not be surprised if she do end up addressing Lotto. But the thing is, with Cardi B, like I was saying, um, I just feel like she be having she don't have to, but she's going to get other people involved when it comes to like making a song and a diss and all of that for people, or just putting her feelings into a record, so to speak. It just it could be way down the line. So that's the only thing that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not gonna say that I don't like, but it's just I don't. I'm not gonna say I can't say I don't like it though. I can't. Cause then it's just giving it too much, and it don't deserve all of that. I can't say I don't like it, but it's like that's one of the things that sucks a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, truth is, let's talk about it because like when Megan made his right, was it his? Not what shit. Hold on. The one where she said, "These hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan Flow." Mm, 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 mm. The beat start. You the ain't never finna check me, and every time I bet your guess one will address me. Hey, you say, but the diva step up. She was kind of on that. Yeah, she was. She was kind of on that. Yeah, she was. She was kind of on that. And like, I ain't gonna lie, that song like it ruffled some feathers. Okay, it is what it is. It ruffled some feathers. You know what I'm saying? But it made Nicki Minaj get in the stoop. Nah, it made her get in the booth, bitch. Like Lotto say. Mm. So shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? And Bigfoot was made in like what 24, 48, 72. Like it was you know what I'm saying? it was like the drunk. You know what I'm saying? And enough time to sober up. When the drunk get thrown in jail just to sober up. It was like that. You know what I'm saying? It was fast. Like Jimmy Jones. So shout out to that. Now she went Nicki Minaj went cook some up. What she say? Um, line on your baba. Line on your. I don't like that though. I did not like that, but I couldn't think of anything else she said from that song. Like I don't even know the chorus to Bigfoot, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like it didn't take, it did. Oh, what? I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like, y'all gotta come on though. For real. Like, I need y'all to even like Drake. Even like Drake, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but you can't take no long, long time responding. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's kind of the Drake kind of knew that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. Did he get it? Did he say anything to Kendrick on his new song music? Because I don't think he said nothing to Kendrick. If he did, that's over my head completely. You know what I'm saying? It's like he moved on and he moved forward because he knew the fuck better. Like it just some stuff. Like let's be real. You these days you only got a small window anyway. You know what I'm saying? Truth is kind of like remember with South, even with South Walker. You know what I'm saying? Like we wasn't even trying to give South time to celebrate. Celebrate is a crazy choice of words, but it is what it is. Like we was like, man. You finna wrap this up, homeboy. We not finna keep talking about you and this big. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Truth is, it is what it is. It's giving weird. Like Boy, you care that much. We don't care that much. Like I can't explain it, but like nobody has. It's on that small window. Period. And that's the truth. It's on that small window for everybody. Don't nobody got a lot of dragging it out time. Stuff get old fast. Like that's how news is. The news, by the way. Um, now I will say this. It definitely depends on the news though. Yeah. It do. It depends on the news. Cause some news can really just, like the Diddy stuff. But even the Diddy stuff, people was getting tired of that. um, you just don't have a long time. I know that to keep talking about the same old, same old. So shout out to that. But what was I telling y'all? I done kind of forgot. But need, skip. Child, listen. I'm a diva. I'm a diva. Oh, Nana Diva is the female version of a hustler. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Cardi, it is what it is. But at the same time, um, I guess if you want to get your look back a little while later, because I mean, it happens. Lotto did. What I'm saying? I don't necessarily know when all of that took place, but she said something later on, I guess. And it be like that sometimes. And I told y'all already that, you know, Lotto said, you know what I'm saying? By the time Cardi had started reaching out, she was kind of like already over it and had moved on. And to me, AKA had already, written up her little verse. Shit, and she wasn't going back. She wasn't gonna go back. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't know. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Because Lotto, now looking at it in hindsight, girl, you still could have hopped on the phone with Cardi B, though. You could have been like, man, it is what it is. I'm definitely gonna address it though. I am. I'm gonna address it in my music, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. But like I feel the need to address it. You know what I'm saying? So I am. You know, especially because people feel like she on some backtracking now and I don't think she's backtracking. She do definitely seem like she thinks she might have overreacted. You know what I'm saying? She do. She seemed like she kind of don't know how to feel about what she said in her song. But now she's talking about she open to a conversation. It's just weird, and I think that's why what I'm saying, people feel like she backtracking. You know, um, because it kind of gives Lotto, if you made the song, then you kind of made up your mind that like you was kind of over being friends with Cardi B at that moment. So I don't know if I'm being real. It do kind of give backtracking a little bit, but I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I actually think that it's like, mature to say, you know what, we can move on from this because, like I said, it wasn't that big of a deal. To me, it wasn't that big of a deal. But I will say this though, it wasn't that big of a deal. But at the end of the day, like moving forward, things would be just different, I feel like, but things are going to be different anyway. Like I can't explain it, but Lotto was saying that she considered Cardi a friend, but man, y'all friends, but y'all not friends like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, have y'all ever stayed the night at each other's house? Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I know, don't get me wrong, I get it, I understand. You know, um, like I know that doesn't make you a friend, right? That like it's like how can I explain it? Because like some people are friends and some people have friends that they never even met in real life. You know what I'm saying? I know. Imagine that. But some people do. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, I don't think it's like a specific checklist of things that you have to do to consider somebody a friend, but I think I just think that it's levels. How about that? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's different levels to friendships. Yeah. So shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? Um, and yeah, you know. With that being said, I definitely think that like their friendship is on a real, you know what I'm saying? Like surface level type, like in other words, like, no, I can't explain. So, like, in other words, was Cardi B coming to your thing? Like, if all of this didn't happen, was you gonna invite her to your baby shower? You see what I'm saying? Like, were you at Cardi B's wedding? You know, um, when you had your baby, were your friends? I mean, Cardi B got 4 kids. Four. Same as me. That's a lot. Shout out to that. I like it is what it is. I like the number, but goddamn, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of that's quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, like, have you been to any of her baby showers? Like, have you been to any of her baby showers? And I'm not saying that Lotto haven't. Maybe she have, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it's gonna be stuff like that that's gonna determine, whether the friendship was really real. Because this is the thing. Sometimes people don't know how to call people associates. I think because it don't sound right. But some people are just associates, you know. And ain't nothing wrong with that. An associate can be so similar as a friend, but there's a difference. And there's definitely like categories, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Yeah, now truth is, you know what I'm saying? Because you can categorize your friends. There's good friends and bad friends. And all kinds of different types of friends. You know what I'm saying? And friendships too. You can have close friendships and distant friendships. You know, all of that stuff is like, yeah, gonna have to be taken into account. And like, I don't know, I just feel like their friendship was kind of surface level. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me. But again, also it would have honestly, if I'm being real, um honestly, if I'm being real, I would say that they stuff is more business. You know what I'm saying? They have a business relationship. It's more business than it is personal to me. So, personally, I think that they should salvage it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I think it would be stupid to throw that away over what Cardi B said. You know what I'm saying? But on a personal level, yeah, I could see how Lotto could kind of like feel sideways about kicking it with somebody that feels that way about them. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But again, when the next time was y'all finna hang out at the club? You know what I'm saying? Together. And go out to eat and go to the mall. You know, like y'all don't have that type of relationship, friendship anyway. So like, I just feel like when everybody emotions calm down, settle, you know, and if Cardi B don't say too much, you know what I'm saying, when she respond, then they should be okay. And that's just how I feel about that, But I don't know, y'all, because I was paying attention to what Cardi B had said. And if you really pay attention to what Cardi B said, I don't know. She might not be done with that. Now, truth is, and I told y'all, it was the last sentence for me talking about some, you know what I'm saying? But you want the, whatever she said, address it on your album or whatever. Another thing that I noticed about Cardi B too, though, Cardi B always be saying, remember, like it was something about Bill. I think okay when Bill album came out and it wasn't doing that good. Cardi B said I could get on yours. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. Cause I ain't really with kicking people while they down. Remember she said that. Lotto has expressed postpartum. So I don't know. You just never know. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Cardi B might be chilling because Lotto said she been experiencing postpartum. She just had a baby. But the way, it, based off of the way that Cardi B did Bill, I wouldn't be surprised if she addressed it later on. You know? But it is what it is. They got a record together. They got more than one record together, but they got a new record together. And I don't know. I could like see them putting this in the past. But again, that's why that girl stuff be crazy. That's how I feel about it. Man, that girl stuff be crazy. Um, yeah, nah, truth is, I think just I don't even claim that. I just claim being a solid woman. Period. It just is what it is. I'm solid. And can't nobody change that, and that's just that. All that girl shit, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Period. I'm not. It is what it is. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't care who's a girl's and who. I don't care who's a girl's girl and who ain't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, truth is, because one thing about me, I'm a great judge of character. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I'm a good judge of character, one. And two, I'm a goddamn on loner, too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what we doing? Like, what are we doing for real? You know, like, it's hard to explain, but like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but like, I'm pretty much, I don't know. I don't know, yeah. It is. It's really hard to explain. But like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. It's so hard to explain. But like I like to like, I don't know. I'm I consider myself one of those people where like for so long, I was like, for so long, I just went with the flow. For so long, I just, let things be naturally and da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Going on. And I didn't even, that didn't even land like I wanted to. But like for so long, I just like did things like willy nilly, so to speak. Does that make sense? But now it's like more so like, um, I can't explain it. It's really hard to explain. But um I don't know. It's just hard to explain. Does that make sense? But like, so I don't know. I guess it's just kind of hard to explain. Does that make sense? Like, well, I'm trying my best to explain it, but it's like, so like for instance, my workout buddies are my workout buddies. You know what I'm saying? This is that. My workout buddies are my workout buddies. I don't really go for drinks with my workout buddies. You know what I'm saying? What else I don't do? I don't have play dates with my workout buddies. My workout buddies, I don't know their kids. They don't know my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like they are specifically my workout buds. Like, like that's kind of how I live my life a little bit. And it's not necessarily on purpose, but like, it's just like hard to explain. You know what I'm saying? But like when I meet people and I make connections, um, that's just like the connection that we're gonna make. For instance, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just I don't know, it's hard to explain, but like, yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of how I live my life anyway. So, so like, yeah, if we work out together, we just work out together. But that don't mean that, oh, the next step is me, I'm invited over to your place for dinner and all of that. No, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just not how I live my life. Period. So, I don't know who need to hear that, but or whatever, but like I don't know, it's just kind of hard to explain. It really is. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm like, man, please, like this is the thing. And I hate that I hate that I even started it with the girls girl thing because it's not just women. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, I just feel like relationships. Honestly, if I'm being real 100% honest, I think relationships are so complicated. They are so complicated that it's something that me, myself personally, I just don't really have a lot of time to cater to anyway, if that makes sense. But like, yeah, no, I be paying attention to some of these folks and I be like, wow, that's great. You know what I'm saying? Because remember I was telling you how people be quick to say, um, oh, when they, you know what I'm saying? Basically, so both of y'all don't like Nicki Minaj. So that's why y'all so cool. And so when people see them fall out, they just laugh and they think they think it's just one of the most hilarious things ever. You know what I'm saying? Um, which can be crazy, but I don't necessarily look at it like that. I don't. I take Nicki Minaj out of it and I just be like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, you know? Like, dang, I wonder what happened, you know? But it be like that, you know what I'm saying? It really do. It be like that sometimes, you know? But I don't know. I just honestly I think that that is I would say to me that's one of the things that I do like about, you know what I'm saying, being a loner, if I'm being real, you know what I'm saying? Um, you know, being a loner, you know what I'm saying, for me has worked in my benefit because I don't necessarily have to cater to a lot of situations and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I get to just, do me. You know what I'm saying? Which I ain't got no problem. You know what I'm saying? There's just no problem with that. That do that shit with my eyes closed, you know. But that other shit just get kind of complicated sometimes. You know, truth is. So to me, that's why, me, okay, me. Okay, I said that. Miss Pressing Curl. Uh I just like, you know what I'm saying? I like chill stuff. You know what I'm saying? I like chill stuff. So all that girls shit, man, please miss me with it. Okay. Like, yeah, now truth is miss me with it, you know, because, you know, people be doing stuff. You know, if that makes sense. People be doing stuff. And I tell y'all that, you know what I'm saying, all the time. And I hate, driving it home so often, but I be feeling like I need to drive it home. You know what I'm saying? Period. For some of my audience who might be, a little lost, you know what I'm saying, in the South or where I once was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but truth is, just a vacancy that don't live here anymore. You know, child, but truth is, we shall overcome. Okay, okay. So shout out to that. But like, no, y'all. Um, This is so crazy to me. Life is crazy. It's one of them things where like, dang, you be like, man, for real, that's crazy. But anyway, y'all, yeah, no. Truth is, I feel like they'll be okay. It is what it is. I feel like I personally feel like the relationship can be savaged. It is what it is. I don't feel like it was that bad. Now, on a friendship level, like, no, you weird. You know what I'm saying? On a friendship level, you weird. And I don't care what nobody said. Ice Spice, Ice Spice did that, okay? Nah, it just is what it is. She did that. Um, yeah, Ice Spice was funny for that. It just is what it is. She sure did. She dropped that thunder on. Okay, Ice Spice is the one who told Lotto in the first place what Cardi B had said. But I care. If I love you and I care about you, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? And that's that, but a girl's girl, nah, that ain't my name. You know what I'm saying? I'm Shay Renee. So shout out to that. Like, that's my name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and all that other shit I don't subscribe to. All that other shit I don't come to. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Like if you see me out about it, you say, girl's girl. I'm not. That's not gonna. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep the fuck walking. Who's that? They ain't talking to me. You know. And that's just that, child. That's how I feel about it. All of that, man. Please miss me with it. But let me tell you something. I have got old enough. So shout out to that. I have gotten old enough to know that, like, this is what I found out about life. People are gonna do what's best for them. Okay, each and every time. Each and every time. Now, if what's best for them is also what's best for you, then they doing it. Okay. Other than that, man, please. All right. So, um, but it took a while for me to learn that. Yeah, now truth is, it took a while for me to learn that. Once I learned that, I started living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with nobody. I'm living my best life. Truth is, once I realized that, yeah, it was like I got the game now. That's the cheat code. The truth is, like, you have to do what's best for you, you know. And if what's best for you, hey, can you come bond me out of jail? Hot damn. Hot damn. It's gonna have to be in my best interest and yours to come get you. You know what I'm saying? If it's not, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm not. I'm sorry. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I love you. God bless you. I really pray that you get what you need. But it is what it is. Like, it gotta be in both of our best interests. Other than that, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. You know, that's the cheat code in life, y'all. So shout out to that. Um, and like I was saying, shout out to all the rap girls too. You know, um, like Lotto, Lotto, they been saying Lotto sound like certain people. Shout out to Lotto. Lotto said she thinks she like that. You know, so she said she like that. She think it's a compliment. I said, I know that's right, Lotto. You better tell them people your pen work. Lotto can rap. So shout out to her and shout out to that. I want you to drop in my comments and let me know what y'all think about today's topics. Which I'm so here for, by the way. Now, let me switch gears a little bit and let me talk about Big Tigger, because Big Tigger, ooh, because right about now, and years later, I know Tigger Mama glad she never came out of that basement. Child, I said take the what and leave the what? First of all, the internet been saying that Tigger is runs with shade. That's not funny. I don't even know what made me say that. Oh, hold on. I said, hold up. Never mind. I can tell y'all that on a whole nother day. That ain't even important to me like that. But hold on, let me backtrack. Let me tell y'all. So I was listening to a Candyman song, and why Candyman was saying so much stuff that I didn't see, child. And let me just tell y'all this. I'm an influencer. You know what I'm saying? Period. Well, I'm not an influencer. I'm a content creator, but I feel like I am an influencer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now the truth is. Because like if you can say or do something and the whole internet starts doing it, then yeah, now put me on the list, okay? So shout out to that. But like when I tell y'all, and it's really not a big deal to me, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. When I hear or see something that I influence, I want to shine a light on it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So anyway, I was listening to Candyman's song, right? And she said three things that I didn't say that I know I brought to the internet. See, it's one thing. Wait. Two things, because one of them I didn't. But y'all know how I always say don't fuck up the brand. Y'all know that's Jada Waiter shit. But that's my ish too. You know what I'm saying? Because Jada Waiter said it, but I ran with it, if that makes sense. And I am the only person that I know to have ran with it, you know. But it is what it is. Accordingly, I mean, apparently, you know what I'm saying. Kenny Man ran with it too, because she said something about fucking up the brand in her song. And I said, okay, shout out to that. Then what else did she say? She said something about people acting funny and her doing stand up. I said, yeah, she got that from me. Because I sure said that to the internet one time. I said, when people be acting funny, I bring out the whole comedy club. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, you ain't gonna be the only fucker laughing. I can promise you that. You're not gonna be the only motherfucker laughing. So shout out to that. And then what else? There was one more thing she said too. And then I remember a long time ago, y'all. For real. This is for real, y'all. I remember a long time ago. I said, I asked the internet, and y'all ran with this. Shout out to that. I love that for y'all. I asked the internet. I said, "Are women the new rich ninjas?" You know what I'm saying? I remember I asked the internet that. It was a few years ago. I did. Because I just started looking around and I started realizing, times have changed. You know, women are on their ish these days. And I can recall that like women used to like want to be married to men with money. But now it's like, nah, women want to be the one with the money. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So I asked the internet, I'm like, are women the new rich? Because that's what it seemed like. We the new rich. Child, she said something like that on her. Something like that on her song. I'm like, gone, Ken. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm like, gone, Shay Renee. Yeah, period. Shout out to Shay Renee. Because Shay Renee gonna influence this internet, baby. And let me tell you, another thing, yeah, why I got y'all attention, hit the like button. You know, another thing that I influence on this internet, just to let y'all know, for those who don't know, it just is what it is. Because I don't expect y'all to know. How y'all gonna know that? How y'all gonna know that? Y'all ain't gonna know that. Unless I tell you. So shout out to that. Another thing, well, if y'all follow me, then y'all might know that. You know what I'm saying? But still, I don't expect y'all to remember like that, if that makes sense. Um, but another thing. I brought to the internet. Me. Like now it's a difference. There's a difference when you heard it somewhere and then you bring it. Nah, I brought this. Um, when you know how people be saying calling people bored, I brought that. That's my shit. It is what it is. That's my shit. Like I've seen somebody with somebody, I said, she bored. Give her a minute, child. She just bored. She needs something to do. That's my shit. And again, they be using it in songs and stuff like that. And it is what it is. I just love to be the influence that I am. Okay, yeah, me. I said that. So shout out to that. And hold on, I don't know why in the back of my mind I feel like it's just one more thing, but uh yeah, nah, that might be it. I'm gonna let it rock. But I will say this though, y'all, and that's why I be cuffing. It is one saying that I will never ever say on this internet, like never. And I love it down. And first of all, it came from my boo thing, but you know what I'm saying. It's not even mine. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why I won't never ever say it, but it came from my boo thing. It's actually one of his sayings, you know what I'm saying? That I just love, 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 love. But I never say it, and I never tell y'all because the internet just run with everything. Yeah, now truth is, and this is my thing. I don't mind influencing people. Like I am that. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I'm gonna get up every day and influence somebody. Like I like that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Greatness is upon you. Period. When I walk around, when I walk in, when I walk in the room, when I get on the phone, when I'm on live, it just is what it is. Greatness is upon you. Okay. So shout out to that. But it can just be just a little bit annoying. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, child, if I'm being real, because I like to have some shit for myself, you know? Yeah, now truth is like some shit. You feel me? Y'all feel me? So like some shit is like I want y'all to be on some that Chardonnay shit. You know what I'm saying? Chardonnay be saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? Versus everybody. If everybody said then it ain't really that live no more, you know? It just is what it is. Not to mention the internet be running shit in the ground, one. And then two, y'all also be talking about how like y'all say something and then y'all co-workers saying it, and then y'all co-workers definitely don't know how to make it cool because they running in the ground. Um, Child, look. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, I don't be tripping. I don't be tripping. Y'all, we good. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. But at the same time, like, nah, not everything. Some shit you just want to have to, you know? It just is what it is. At least I'm like that anyway. So, like, yeah, just know. Just know. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna give it all to them. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that. Cause like they'll take it, baby. Ooh, won't they take? Won't they do it? Yeah, for real. But I don't know. Uh, but y'all remember how I used to feel about this Easter for me, baby? My audience that's been here with me for a long time, they already know. I ain't gotta go down memory lane, but like, yeah, that was the last thing that I got irritated with, and I take it a step further. That's the last. That's when I realized that, like, ah, yeah, nah. Truth is, you can give them a little bit, but you ain't gonna be able to give it all to them, you know. And that's just what that is. But that's how I feel anyway. Yeah, no, truth is, that's how I feel anyway. Um, Oh, that water coming out of here, ice cold. That's crazy. But anyway, yes, y'all. I said yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Baby. Ooh, but shout out to the rap girls. I will say this though. I don't know. I just how can I put it? I listen again. I like I'm just that, it is what it is, but I don't know. How can I explain it? Let me just say it like this though. You know what I'm saying? I think it's important, okay, for all of us, you know what I'm saying, to be inspired, you know what I'm saying? Don't get it wrong. Don't get me wrong. Influences, inspirations, all that stuff is needed. Admirations, all that stuff is needed. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, if I'm being real, I think it's important for all of us to be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, 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 it's hard to explain, but like, okay, just being creative. That's the word I'm looking for. Like that's what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's important that we all just staying inspired and keeping our juices flowing. Because at the end of the day, like it's like you can't steal like your whole. And let me just say this too. So on this particular song where I say that the girl said a lot of shit, she got a lot of the shit she was saying from me, she did. But it was a lot of shit that she said that she didn't get from me. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her, shout out to that. And like that's what I feel like that's what I feel like we need. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like, in other words, come up with some shit of your own too. Like you can't just borrow out, what I'm saying? And like another thing though, too, I always tell y'all it's important to like put a spin on it. You know what I'm saying? Put a spin on it. Make it your own sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I like when people do stuff like that too. So remind you, she put a spin on one of my sayings. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't mad at that. But in other words, I do think it's important that we're all like, so for instance, me, you know what I'm saying? Um, this is a prime example. Remember how I said, um, don't be effing up the brand. I like that little saying. I say that. I ran with it, but it's Jada Waiter shit. You know what I'm saying? It actually came from Jada Waiter. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, though, um, a lot of the stuff that I was telling y'all is all me. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important that like you can draw from others, you know what I'm saying? You can use others as inspiration, but I think it's important that we're all like, staying on our toes, and just creating, still being creative, like I can't explain it, but like for instance, if you stealing all the motherfucker shit, they gonna know you stole it. Period. Like how I did. You see what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Then you don't look that lit like that. Now you look like you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I can't explain it. It's hard to explain, but I don't take nothing from Ken the Man, you know what I'm saying? Her music or none of that. But I'm just using her as an example of how listen, we all need to do our own due diligence to like be creative, you know what I'm saying, and stay inspired, and keep our, head on a swivel. Cause like man, you can't just steal from all, and then now you just everything you got is just stolen. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like it is what it is. It's okay to like get inspired and you know what I'm saying, take from others and put a spin on it and make shit your own, but at the end of the day, it's important too that we we're being creative. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, it just is what it is. Like we're putting our thinking caps on. In other words, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Cause like I said, other than that, like you gambling, and I'm talking to the rap girls specifically. Yeah, now truth is, I'm talking to the rap girls specifically because I do be noticing like that they be using my stuff, you know what I'm saying, they songs a little bit and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm here to influence. I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I just, yeah, everybody just need to be making sure that they being creative because it is what it is. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. When you steal stuff from people, they know you stole it. It is what it is, and I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? 100%. You thinking who cares? That's just one person. You know what I'm saying? The person doing the stealing, they don't really care like that. Trust me, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? Um, But people be knowing, so it is what it is. Like, it's not like it's something that you got away with, you know, it is what it is. And like I said, it's still lit, but it's not as lit. Does that make sense? So imagine putting a quote in Cardi B music, and Cardi B like, where you get that from? Did you come up with that? You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to tell her, yeah, nah, I came up with that. It's another thing to say, nah, I heard it. You know what I'm saying? It's still lit, but there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? There is. There's just a difference. And so, like, me, myself personally, I think it's important that, like, people, uh, are just still, still getting inspired. You know what I'm saying? Coming up with their own stuff. Like, for instance, my ebook. You know what I'm saying? Like that was all me. You know, um, I can't explain it, but it's no different. It really is though. It's no difference than people feeling like, oh my God, I came up with this swimsuit and then Fashion Nova knocked it off. Like when people get called out for stealing other people's designs and stuff like that, it's no different. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of them things in life that kind of it sucks a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It does. It sucks because you know instead of coming up with your own ideas and stuff like that, you done got inspired and distracted by my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, you didn't. So temporarily you stole somebody else's idea, but after that you're gonna be back at square one. It's kind of hard to explain. It is. It's really hard to explain. But I will say this. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I do draw from other people, right? And I use other people as inspiration all the time. But then too, I also know how to just come up with stuff on my own. You know, like literally my own thing. Yeah, hold on. Oh, and then, hey, y'all, I'm back. It's your girl Shay Renee. Hit the like button. And then I'll take it a step further too. Like when you put something in your song, like for instance, when I kept hearing people say it's the for me in a song, I was like, at first, I was like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? I was excited. But it went from being excited to like, it didn't hit like that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being real, it didn't. It went from being exciting to it wasn't hitting like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like y'all ain't even giving credit where it's due. One, and then two, it just showed how quick people can like just steal something and like just steal it, use it, and like no, you know, like they didn't put no type of creativity into their shit. You know what I'm saying? And so like, yeah, like so it's cool. Like when you hear somebody use your shit in a sound, it's cool. It's kind of like um it's kind of like, oh, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was a bad girl, you know, but thanks for it's kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's it's confirming. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like confirmation, right? That you know, you're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool, you know, that you get to inspire somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's always cool. But at the end of the day, you know, like I said, it just don't hit like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't hit like that because you like, at the end of the day, you feel like they stole from you a little bit, one, and like they just not being that creative either, two. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So it's like, how dare you make some money off of something that you ain't even, it ain't even yours. Shit, that's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So whoever used my line, letting Cardi use my line of somebody being bored, you know what I'm saying? They benefited from it. They got the benefit. But the creativity was lost. You know what I'm saying? It was lost. Because they lost the opportunity to create something and something that they could be proud of themselves. But instead, you know, they got inspired by the internet. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else. It just is what it is. That's why, thank God I'm not on TikTok, child. Because I feel like if I was on TikTok, I'd probably be on there all day long telling people, oh, you stole that. Oh, you stole that from me, child. I like it. It was funny, but it ain't yours. You know what I'm saying? It ain't yours. You know? So you can work it, but you ain't dating it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You ain't dating it. You know? So I don't know. It's always bittersweet. You know what I'm saying? For me, anyway. You gotta make sure I hit the like, but it's always bittersweet for me. You know, when I inspire the internet because shit, you don't never get your credit like that, but it's all good because I like cash, y'all. I like cash anyway. But at the end of the day, too, you know what else I also like? Realness. Realness and authenticity and stuff like that. Authenticity. So, you know, I like I don't know. I'm just the type of person where, you know, When I, like for instance, even when I say 911, what's your emergency? I got that from LaQuanta. So anytime I say that, I say shout out to LaQuanta. When I say, yeah, that's what that work. Shout out to Sean David White. Like, I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like that. Like, I'm going to always give credit. You know what I'm saying? And maybe because I like receiving it. You know, maybe that's, you know, it is what it is. Maybe I like to give credit because I damn sure want mine, you know? It just is what it is. That could be the case. But like I'm always gonna tell you, you know, like where I got something from for the most part. If I hijack it, it just is what it is. And I'll take it a step further. If I hijacked it, I'm probably not gonna use it that much. You know what I'm saying? And so that's it too, you know. Because like I said, I'm a creative. I can come up with my own shit. You know, and I take it a step further. If I couldn't, then I wouldn't even be doing this. Yeah, no, the truth is, I wouldn't even did this. You know, if I couldn't come up with my own stuff. You know, truth is, because I'm just like that. You know, I'm like that. You know. So anyway, though, shout out to everybody who you know, just gets it in. You know, like literally, and can you know just I don't know, it's hard to explain, but you know, just shout out to everybody who can create something. You know what I'm saying? From nothing. Like for real. They're just their own, you know, but we listen, we all get inspired by different stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I get that, you know. But yeah. Shout out to the creatives though, you know what I'm saying? Because the world needs us. Y'all make sure y'all keep doing y'all stuff. You know what I'm saying? Period. Because, like I said, you know, the world, it needs us. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to that. Now, what else is going on? Because I'm almost about to get up out of here. It just is what it is. Oh, I wanted to let y'all know I'm back to working out. So, shout out to that. Like, your girl is back. Okay, period. I'm back. And I didn't want to tell y'all this soon. I didn't. I did it. But I did. One thing about me, it's hard for me to hold hot water. Yeah, truth is, it be hard for me to hold hot water. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about because they don't even really go with my personality like that. But it is what it is. It do. I really didn't want to tell y'all until I was way, yeah, I've been back working out for like 3, 4, 5, 6 months now. You know what I'm saying? But child, it's only been a little while, so shout out to that. But like, yeah, I'm back on my grind, back doing back. I'm doing my fine. So shout out to that. But I'm child, I'm like juvenile right now. I got slow motion, and I ain't tripping. I'm happy. That's what I want. Cause yeah, I'm trying to take my time. Then I'm if I'm being real, I'm a little worried, you know what I'm saying, about the winter time. But again, I'm gonna take it slow. Yeah, like us said, nice and slow when the winter time come. I am. I just feel like that's what I gotta do, you know. But it is what it is. I'm back working out, but it's not like, you know what I'm saying? No, 15 miles, 15 20 miles a week or nothing like that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? So I do want to work my way back up to, you know, where it was before it all fell down. Yeah, it just all fell. But right where it was before it all fell down, like Selena Johnson said, child, we going to get back there. Yeah, we going to get back to that. I say, like, I don't know. I don't even want to put a number on it, but like I don't know. I by the end of the year, you know what I'm saying? By the end of the year for sure, I say we'll be back, like all the way back. But again, I'm gonna take my time, y'all. I am, cause it took a lot for me to even start that. It did. It took a lot, cause I was like, man, I just be hurting so bad. You know, it was just like I was scared. I really was. I was scared, but I was like, you know what? I told y'all I had seen this little lady running. You know what I'm saying? I got inspired. I was like, yeah, I'm ready, you know. But it wasn't just her. It was a lot of stuff. You know, remember I was telling y'all, I be listening to certain songs and I just be wanting to get out my car and start working out. For real. I just missed it. If that makes sense. I missed it. It was on my mind. You know what I'm saying? And then I seen this lady, running, you know what I'm saying, every day, made me be inspired. And then I also think my atmosphere, yeah, you know, just something. I don't know. I just think that a combination of things just, got that spark in me, y'all. For real. Just put that spark in me. So I went and got me some tights. Hold on. Damn. But anyway, I went and got me some tights. Um, And like, yeah, I haven't looked back, and so far so good. Like so far so good, child. For real. I only felt like ever since I've been back working out, I only felt, like one real, pain. That was similar to, the pain that made me quit, and it just was like it was real slight and faint, and then one of my legs, but overall, yeah, I think I might be on to something this time, And it's crazy too, because I was at my niece's, one of my niece's sporting events. And I was paying attention and I noticed the kids was wearing the tights. And I'm like, you know what? I probably need something like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my niece too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, inspiring that too, because for real, if I wouldn't have never seen that while I'm talking, for real, like that was one of the main things that made me want to start working out again. I was like, oh, okay, I think I might need some height. I stopped and it made me realize that, like, okay, athletes be protecting their legs. Maybe I need to get something to protect my legs. So, like, yeah. Shout out to that. But yeah, I got me some little tights and they, they've been doing a trick, I guess, you know what I'm saying, so far something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the tights. I think it's a combination of things. I think it's the tights. I also think that I've been like y'all. The way I've been doing it now made me realize that I was going hard. Yeah, now I was going hard like I've been running all my life. You know what I'm saying? I was. And I don't know. It was just too much on my body. You know what I'm saying? I guess it was just too much on my body. And that's another thing too. Like, um, my neighbors, you know what I'm saying that she was a runner kind of inspired me too, I think, because, I just wanted to see if she had some tips or tricks or something, you know what I'm saying, to like tell me what I could be doing wrong, because I don't know. It could be a posture thing too. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much stuff that I don't know. Like even when I had first started and first injured myself, and then I read something about the shoe, the shoes. I realized that I didn't even have the right shoes. It's just so much stuff to know and learn and stuff like that. I guess, you know what I'm saying? I'm assuming. So yeah, but overall, I'm taking my time and I'm not just jumping out there like I know what the hell I'm doing, because it is what it is. Truth is, I never did. I never did. I never knew what the hell I was doing. I just one day was like, shit, I want to run. You know what I'm saying? I was like, one day I was walking, I was just like, I want to run, you know? Yeah. And then I just started a little bit, and I never really looked back. But the thing is, I never knew what the hell I was doing. I just started doing something. And overall, I think it's a lot of stuff that I don't know for real, that I might really need to educate myself on for real. Uh, and I don't know, maybe I will take the time out to do that. Because I do be educating myself on a lot. I do. Like, a lot. All kinds of shit. Um, so it is what it is, y'all. But I honestly, I think I just need to, you know, go slow on top of a little education. It is what it is, because I learned a lot. I learned certain stuff like, you know, um, you can't run just on any old where either, too. The surface, the ground, all of this stuff is gonna factor in. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm just taking my time. I'm really, really happy that I haven't been hurting. That's the main thing. But yeah, I'm just going slow, y'all. Instead of just acting like I'm just a pro and know what I'm doing, because I don't. I don't. Um, but yeah, I was just like one day I was just like, I want to run, you know what I'm saying? Because it just seems so much faster. Running, bikes, all of that. I even did the bike thing before, but bikes, that's a whole nother story for another day. I don't mind riding a bike, but it just hurt. It hurt it too bad. But yeah, I don't mind walking or running, but with running, it just um to me it just cuts the time in half. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you just get done faster. Which I'm here for. I like that. So it is what it is. But yes, y'all, I'm back to working out. Feeling really good about it. Really excited about it. And yeah, just an update on what your girl got going these days. My hair journey update. Child, I got my hair braided right now in these little boneless braids. It's supposed to be jumbo, but they didn't turn out all big, big, big like I wanted them to. Um, but it is what it is. I don't know how long I'm gonna have these in my head, because, like I said, a child they trying to be over there with Trina and Trick, child, trying to join Slip Slide Records, I guess. So I don't know. We'll see. But got my scalp real moisturized, and I know I need, when I take them down though, I need to do a treatment. It's just what it is. I like to do a treatment because I got something on my calendar. I know it ain't no. I know I don't need to cut my hair right now, and I just did a mask last month, so it ain't that. Probably the deep condition or something like that. Something, something. But I know I have to get these braids taken down. I'm gonna do some type of treatment to my hair before I do whatever else is next, y'all. But that's that. That's that for the week. What else is going on? Okay, so hold on. Let me switch gears real quick, like I need to. So Tigger. I said, ooh, I eat Tigger. Hold on, y'all. Y'all hit the like button. Hold on. Try big Tigger. Shout out to him. He's being accused of like possibly, doing something like putting his hands on his wife. It just is what it is, which is really, really sad. And I'm like, man, Tigger, like just man, don't go out like that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Don't go out like that. Like Tigger's too freaking old, you know what I'm saying, to like not know better. Truth is, but I don't know, y'all, but like I was saying, so many people start digging in his past and talking about folks digging in his hands. You know what I'm saying? Child, it is what it is. They did. Allegedly. It's all alleged over here because y'all know I'm here. I'm down there ready to get tea. But I wasn't there. And then somebody had mentioned that Superhead had put him in her book. I didn't remember that. And I definitely read all of Superhead's books, and I don't recall her talking about Tigger. That's crazy to me. Um, but I will say this though, and not just Superhead book. I read the other girls too. L'Oreal, remember L'Oreal wrote a book. L'Oreal book was kind of good. Remember, she had put shout out to L'Oreal. But anyway, um, child, like, I don't really know, but I will say this. Allegedly, people feel like that the G boys or the bi boys, you know, be putting their hands on people. I don't know. I really don't know. I just feel like isn't that all different types of people though? Like the straight boys do it too, right? I'm just saying, like they do it too, right? I'm just saying. Truth is, I mean, they got to, cause like I just feel like so y'all trying to tell, like you know what I'm saying? Like I just, it is what it is. But like, yeah, everybody wants to say, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Y'all drop in my comments and let me know what y'all think. But I just feel like you don't have to be a G boy or a bi boy to, put your hands on somebody. Like that's just how I feel. I don't, but they was like linking that, like I don't know, child. But anyway, that's what they word on Cardi B. That's what they was saying about Big Tigger. Cause, but his wife is saying that like he cheating with his co-host. And I just felt so sad for her. It is what it is. I felt sad for her and bad for her because she was crying, and stuff online. It was sad. It was a really sad thing. Um, and then oh man, it was crazy. Yeah, long story short, it was crazy. And then she said that he's allegedly cheating with his co-host, and the co-host looked like the wife. I was like, oh wow. Now who hired her? I'm just saying, who hired her, Miss President Girl? Like, I'm just saying, what the like, man, listen. I bet not. Like I walk in my boo thing outfits and see somebody that look like me, she gotta go. It just is what it is. She gotta go. Or I take it a step further. She might stay, but then where you going? Somebody gotta go. I'm just saying, somebody gotta go. Either they want to lose you or they want to lose your assistant. But which one? Which one the fuck is out of here? It just is what it is, Like, mm. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just weird. I mean, I don't know. It gives weird vibes. I mean, I listen. I would hope if Jody looked anything like my boo would be like. I wouldn't even know. I would just love to be. I would love to yeah, just like maybe prank him or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, please give me give me somebody that look just like. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me that is an absolutely not moment. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't even really know how to feel about that. And I haven't even really had time to process it. But that's a little on the weird side. Okay, it just is what it is. I'm serious, like for real. Like if it's anybody that look like me around my house, like get that bitch away from my house immediately. Okay, period. End of discussion. That's crazy. But child, it is what it is. So anyway, apparently, allegedly, right? You didn't let a look-alike. You know what I'm saying? Work with your husband, and now you talking about he messing with her. Oh God, is we surprised? I'm just saying that you're gonna be surprised. How you gonna be surprised? I'm just saying, but nah, I'm joking, but y'all know it's a little truth to every joke. It is what it is. Um, no, truth is. Cause that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, yeah, now you do expect people to be able to control themselves and yeah. You know. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, I don't know. It just is what it is. Now, I will say this though. If your boo thing is a cheater, he's just a cheater, you know, and that that's why I said all jokes aside. I'm joking, but you know, a lot of the stuff ain't funny. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like I'm joking, but it's not funny. Him putting his hands on her, it's not funny. Him messing with a woman that look like just like her, it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? It's not. But at the end of the day, please understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Like, who thought that that was a good idea? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, man. Anyway, again, like I was saying, like I just would love to be a fly on the wall when, you know, um, like for instance, if somebody walk, I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? I just got to see it for myself. Period. Shit, I want to see how anybody can handle they spouse working with somebody that look like them. Like I'm somebody that look like you, man. Please. Yes, sign me up. I want to be a fly on the wall. I want to see how it goes, the whole conversation, all of that. Because it is what it is. It gives weird vibes. But at the end of the day, another thing too that was giving me weird vibes is people trying to say, you know what I'm saying, that Tigger is, into, whatever he into. Okay, well, what they got to do with him fighting? Oh, that don't make no sense to me. But, I guess if you let some of these folks tell it, it makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to tell me how. Cause that just ain't, I don't know. It's just like, well, what they got to do with, you know what I'm saying? Now I could see, let's see, at first they made it seem like they think that she found something about, you know, Okay, now that's different, you know. But she found something about another girl. I don't know, y'all. Child was lost in the sauce. All I know is Tigger didn't wait until he was at this big grown age to just start doing stupid dumb stuff. Yeah, nah, it is what it is. What Tigger got going on is stupid dumb stuff. You know, it is what it is. Like only, not only, but stupid dumb people, have to, you know, conduct themselves like that. But extremely sad news though about somebody's fave. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Tigger is somebody's fave. He's been around for a while now. Y'all hold on real quick. So anyway, uh Tigger need to get somewhere and sit down. Mm-hmm. He keep his hands to himself. I don't care what he got going on in his bedroom. So shout out to that. Child. And then anyway after that, what else is going on? I really don't know like that, but I know where on the Caribbean they saying Nene is pregnant by her little NBA player boyfriend, Janelle, NBA young boy baby mama. I don't know what to say about him. I think I think people think that that boy was an upgrade from NBA young boy, but now I'm not so sure he was an upgrade. Y'all hold on. Child, yes. But I said yes, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Child, anyway. So we getting caught up today, discussing everything going on these internet streets. Ooh, it was a lot. It was a lot, but it was a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, y'all. And like, mm, China, I'm still here, there, everywhere to get the tea. You know, it is what it is, and I love it. But I do not be online as much as I used to. You know, no, no. There's a difference. I feel like I used to let the internet run me raggedy a little bit. Yeah, now, but the truth is now I found my balance, you know? It just is what it is. So shout out to that. Happy belated birthday to Go Yayo. I know Go Yayo just recently celebrated his birthday. Um, he turned 30. Shout out to that. Shout out to him. Daphne Joy child and came online and was interviewed by DJ Academics. I don't know what to say about that interview. I'm still thinking. Child, I'm still thinking. Um, AB, uh, Adrian Bana, still streaming style. Child, still streaming, still doing his thing. Dean and got out of jail. I seen a clip of DDG boxing recently, and a whole lot of people was saying DDG versus Dean. I said, y'all funny. And no, truth is, the internet is funny. It is what it is. Shout out to them and shout out to that. Oh man, speaking of the internet being funny, y'all know I want to give a shout out to a creator. Conscious TV. Where's Conscious at? I wonder what Conscious is, y'all. I have not seen him in a while. I actually might have to go looking for Conscious because I ain't seen him in a while. But this is the thing. That's what I was telling y'all. Y'all, I literally used to cut up in these internet streets. And I still do. You know what I'm saying? I still do. I just be chilling. It's a different way. It's a different way that I go about it now, you know, but I be chilling. But anyway, shout out to Conscious TV. I do hope, you know, all is well. The internet was real chill. You know what I'm saying? Over the weekend. My weekend was real chill too. Yeah, no, truth is it was real chill. Like the only little For real, the only action that the internet really got over the weekend was the Daphne Joy academics interview and Akbar B getting on Cardi B's Pretty and Petty B. Now I will say this. Um Akbar had she posted her Pretty and Petty diss on Cardi B's beat, but then she took it down. People said Cardi B made her take it down, and that was kind of funny. If Cardi B did make her take it down, that was funny. But overall, though, A-Bar-B posted it back up, and she posted it up a cappella. And she was basically saying she looking for somebody that could give her a beat to throw that on. I said, okay, go on, Akbar. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly what Akbar has planned, but I really hope it works for her. I really do. I do. Cause not even meaning to go back to the Akbar thing, but this is the thing. This is what I want to tell y'all about the whole Akbar V thing too. You know. I'm just proud of her and I'm happy for her right now that she like, getting some buzz around her name. It is what it is. The end of the end of people the independent people the independent folks, they don't really get that. They don't. They don't get that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her, for getting her own buzz going, creating her own buzz. And I will say this too, I like it. Oh, I like it. Did I say that already? Yeah, I did. So shout out to that. Well, let me say this. All you independent artists that's looking, I'm saying y'all might want to take notes. Now I will say this though. Um, I ain't mad at it. I mean, shoot, yeah, I listen. This is the thing. It is other artists have did it in the past and it didn't work. It just didn't work. That's what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AYB and the little buzz. I don't want to downplay it and call it little. Shout out to AYB and the buzz that she do got. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like had she not had it, then yeah, now people will really be um ignoring her, like a lot of people say they be doing. But anyway, because another thing I want to tell y'all about Agboy V's little buzz that she got going, like she not just using that rapping stuff too. She was saying something about Young Thug recently, which I felt like was good. It is what it is. She recently allegedly said something about, I don't know what she said honestly, because I think people were saying she had got on Young Thug for never sharing her music and stuff. But then I think Agboy V was saying that's not what she was saying. So honestly, I didn't look into it enough to really know what she had going on, but I felt like that was good for her. It was some publicity. And then another thing, what's his name? Big Bang. I think his name Big Bang. Mm, don't let me don't give me the line though. But that man in ATL, I think his name Big Bang. But anyway, he got a podcast right now. He been interviewing people. Akbar Viva want to go on his podcast, and she said she feel like he wrong for not having her own. I'm gonna be real. I think he wrong for not having her own too. Yeah. Nah. Truth is, I do. You know, just for the simple fact that Akbar V said, she be um how can I put it? AYB said she just always show love, to him and um I guess a lot of people in Atlanta. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going off of what I had heard a little bit or something, but I just feel like it's one of them things, honestly. Well, to me, it's like, man, it's so hard to explain. It's like to me, and this is my honest, humble, personal opinion, because I don't really know this guy, but I'm just saying, like from an outside perspective, okay, it looks like somebody with a little popularity in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Started a podcast, right? And like don't know necessarily how to give back or like it it seems like one of them things where he not I don't know, it just seemed like he could have possibly forgot where he came from. That's the vibe that it gives, you know what I'm saying? Um Yeah, no, truth is, you want the truth, like you gotta be able to handle it. I From an outsider's perspective, it seems like he has a name for himself, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that and shout out to him. But it also seems like he forgetting about the little people. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And there might be little people that are always supporting him. I don't know. But yeah. Cause that's the thing. Like, I think some people could be looking at it like, Akbar V, you tripping, you reaching. Like, everybody don't make it on Club Shay Shay, which I don't know, if I'm being real, everybody don't, you know. But even Shay Shay, you know what I'm saying? Even Shannon Sharp, I feel like you know, even him, he should be like I just feel like personally it should be a balance, you know. And I hate when it takes me so long to, get my thoughts out of my mouth. But like that's the truth. Yeah, no, the truth is you want the truth, you gotta be able to handle it. I think, I think there should be a balance. You should be able to do big interviews and little ones. That's it. Yeah, no, that's it. That's how I feel about it. Yes, like for instance, like right now, Akbar V got something going on. Lotto got something going on. Who else got something going on? Them is really the main people that I could think about right now. So you want to interview them right now, today. Like I feel like that's the type of stuff you're supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? But also like, yeah, Lotto is a bigger name, Akbar B is a smaller name. Let's get these big, let's get these people booked. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like that's how I feel like platforms should be ran, It is what it is. That's how I feel about it. So if I feel that way about it, then yeah, of course I'm gonna feel like Akbar B should be able to book an interview with somebody that is from Atlanta, because I again respectfully, I don't know nothing about him besides that, and I feel like I barely know that. I don't even know if that's actual and factual. I'm just assuming. that he's from Atlanta. So it's just like, man, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's like, sir, like, I don't know. To me, it's like a humbling moment a little bit, cause like everybody don't know you, sir. Like everybody don't know you. So to me, like the street works both ways, like having Akbar V on his show would be good. You know what I'm saying? To me. But like again, you know what I'm saying? I get it. He, it is what it is. He booking the people that he booking, which are like, I guess, like bigger name people, but I don't think there's nothing wrong with him finding some type of balance, especially because, like, mm, he might not be new to the game, but he new to podcasting, you know, and a lot of people don't know him like that. And I think sometimes people can think that a lot of people know you, but everybody don't know you. You're still more, like it's hard to explain. But anyway, so anyway, she had that going on too. Uh, but again, shout out to Akbar V though. For real, shout out to Akbar V because I cannot stress enough how hard it is for independent artists to just pop like they like that. For real, they don't. They do not be popping like that. For real. When you think about it, that's why South Rock is able to pop it the way he able to pop it. Make sure y'all hit the like button too. You don't know how truth is. South, he be doing his thing for real. When you really sit back and you know, look at it and analyze it, like um just what he be having going on, we not used to seeing from a lot of independent people, honestly. And I just feel like if that's um I just feel like that is what we should want to see. And I feel like all other artists, shoot, they should be taking notes. Yeah, now truth is, it just is what it is. They should be taking notes. Um, and bought and found her a little lane. Um, and scooted right on up. And I don't know. I think people forget that she just had a baby, and right before the baby, she was, on that. She was on her little on her rapping stuff. So I don't know. I think she just let her baby get a little older, and now she back to rapping. So anyway, shout out to her and shout out to that because I'm gonna tell you right now, the game needed that. It is what it is. The game needed that. It's been quiet, you know. Outside of Lotto, outside of Lotto dropping her album, it's been real quiet. Speaking of Lotto's album, I'm interested in the sales. I gotta go find everybody that's gonna be talking sales. Mm. So shout out to that. Uh, uh, AKA the Barbs. The Barbs are definitely gonna talk sales. It just is what it is. When I want to get into that, when I want to get into that tea, I gotta go find the Barbs. which I haven't been seeing like that. Nah, truth is the barbs, like, I don't know what's going on with the barbs. I don't know, but that's the thing. Like, I ain't been seeing them like that. Not like that. Really, only one barb, and I don't know, that barb might be mad at me a little bit, but it is what it is. I showed it. I don't know if they. Yeah, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day, and I might not never tell it because I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But like, somebody said something about the clickbait, and I was like, yeah, I hit the like button. I sure did. I hit the motherfucking like button because I don't like that. I don't like that. Um, like, I don't know. I think I don't like clickbait. I don't. But I also think that like there is a witty way that you can like tell your news and stuff. You know, like, I don't know. I had to give y'all an example if I think of one, but like, it's a way that you can be witty, um, and not do clickbait, if that makes sense. Yeah, like, I don't know. I had to think of something, but I have definitely did it before. Not necessarily with my title, but like maybe the way I deliver my news or something like that. So I know it can be done, but the flat out clickbaiting be crazy. Like, I can't get with that child. I don't like that type of stuff. Excuse me. So it is what it is. Yeah, it's a couple of bulbs that I ain't really been seeing like that. Like, a lot of them, honestly. Oh, I wonder what they been doing and how they channel been doing. Oh, child, I told y'all I be here, there, everywhere to get the tea. I been these internet streets, but I don't know. I've been chilling a little bit. It just is what it is. So shout out to that. I don't know. I just feel like I used to be everywhere way more. Does that make sense? I did. Mhm. Way more ripping and running, child. But I don't know. Maybe I check on some of my sources. Maybe I check with some of my sources today. While I feel like I got time. Oh, so shout out to that. I get. I definitely got a little free day today. That's another reason why I was gonna take it off. Like, I got a free day. I already ain't got nothing going on today, which is good. Um, mm-mm. Yep, that's good. So anyway, child, still, and I'm still here, there, everywhere to get the tea now. Tomorrow I got something I want to talk to y'all about. Y'all already been seeing it. We all been seeing it on the internet. It's crazy. And like, yeah, we just gotta talk about that tomorrow. So shout out to that. It's not crazy like that though. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, child, ooh, we on that. I'm on that. Like, just know I'm on that. I'm on that. I'm on that. I don't really know what to say though. So shout out to that. That's probably why I ain't talk about it today like that. But we will get into it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. On some, yeah. I'm trying to see what else is going on these internet streets. Though. I said, it really ain't been nothing like that. Nah, if I'm being real, it ain't much going on. I mean, y'all know the news is gonna always the news, but you know how sometimes it be too much. You be like, what? Running around in circles like Romy wrong. It ain't been like that. Yeah, nah, truth is we've been able to touch grass. So shout out to that. And that's exactly what the hell I've been needing to do. Maybe I've been needing to touch some grass. So shout out to that. Yeah, now it's a balance. You got to, you got to. Make sure I hit the like button. But yeah, y'all. I guess I'm about to slide. Yeah, the truth is, I slide. Anyway, y'all hit the like button. It's your girl Shay Renee, and I will see y'all on my next video. Let's talk about it. Bye, y'all.